Tell me something else in another language so I can say that too.
That's my language.
What he just said. What he just said. Hey, everybody. I'm Pretty Boy Dave, a.k.a. Goddamn Dave, baby. What's going on? What's going on? Hold on. I got this guy over here. Who's this guy over here?
Man, they call me C Murder.
C Murder, baby. Let's go.
From the last show, you know, I do Billy Bob down Yonderville, but you know, I'm getting straight to my name, C Murder. Welcome y'all. Another Tuesday night. Philly 4 Horsemen in the building. Yes, sir. Welcome to another night.
Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday.
And
happy
Martin Luther King.
Yes, happy Martin Luther King. What's that?
Oh, what? You don't know Martin Luther King, man? Dr. Martin Luther King.
Dr. Martin Luther King.
You don't know Dr. Martin Luther King.
Educate me, brother. Matter of fact, we'll talk about that later.
All right. Matter of fact, we is going to talk about that later because I'm about to get into all platforms that you can reach the Philly 4 Horsemen. I'm going to break it down like this.
Break it down, baby. Break it down.
Ladies and gentlemen.
You
can reach the Philly 4 Horsemen on Facebook. Philly 4 Horsemen Podcast. You can reach us on Instagram at Philly 4 Horsemen. You can reach us on YouTube, but also subscribe, like, and share because we need like 1,000,001 subscribers on this thing. We gotta get this thing pumping. You already know.
Let's go, baby.
You can also reach us at YouTube. Philly 4 Horsemen Podcast. That's YouTube. Philly 4 Horsemen Podcast. You can also hit the email podcast4horsemen@gmail.com. Now, what's going around? What's happening around the world right now? We also, like I just said, we celebrating Dr. Martin Luther King. Today is what? Yesterday was his birthday? Yeah, yesterday was his birthday. So, you know, we celebrating his long legacy, his long life of what he did and everything. And also, my partner about to pour this picture. Come here. What you doing?
Yo, do y'all see this?
Hold up.
I want y'all to see this.
I want to
keep going. You go ahead and talk. Do y'all see this?
I want to get into
read that.
This
y'all
right
see
here
this?
is the statue of
do y'all see this?
Statue.
$10 million.
Now,
do y'all see this?
Listen.
I'm just saying. Do y'all see it?
Listen, I want your comments and your opinions on this.
Do y'all see this?
Because he don't like it because he says ugly.
No matter what angle you look at it, look at this.
So what y'all think?
$10 million.
Listen, put the picture right here. What y'all think? What y'all think about this picture?
Every angle you look at it.
Statue picture.
$10 million.
What's your opinions? What y'all think on it?
$10 million.
Also, I got a comment real quick from Stony Stone.
Yo, Stony, hey, what's up, baby? Stony, what it do, baby?
He commented, Martin Luther King, a leadership in the civil rights movement from 1955 until his assassination in 1968.
I appreciate you. Thank you, sir.
Yes. Let's see. But still, back to this statue that my partner do not like. He said it's ugly. I say it's a state of art and it's saying something. So
okay, hold on.
Go ahead. I want to.
I understand the concept. He's trying to capture the embrace. And according to the concept, you can see what it's supposed to be. That is what it's supposed to be. This is what we got. No, I don't care what you say. I don't mean to be disrespectful, and this is not me being disrespectful to Martin Luther King at all. I am not being disrespectful, but him as an artist, that was horrible. $10 million for that. I don't care if I was a trillionaire. I would not pay $100 for that. I just wouldn't. Give me your opinion. 215-0623. That's 484-215-0623. Listen, y'all, we got a special guest here today.
Yes, sir.
We got a very special guest here today.
I will do the drum roll, but I can't bang on the table.
Thank you, sir. Do it with your mouth. Here we go.
Bang!
This guy is very energetic. He's very smart. He is a genius in his own right. We are going to let him introduce himself and tell his story about his story. Hey, y'all like that? I should have been a rapper. I'm trying to tell y'all my wordplay is crazy. Oh, y'all want to hear me rap? We'll do that later. We'll talk about that later. I promise you we will. Sir,
right.
please introduce yourself. What movie is that from? Do anybody know what movie that's from? If anybody call up here and know what movie that is from, you will win a $25 gift card. You have to call in and tell me what movie that is from.
Yo, can I introduce myself?
Oh, yeah. Introduce yourself.
I just want to introduce myself.
Yes, sir.
I'm the author, the writer, creator, producer, Robert J. Moore Entertainment. That's me.
Yes, sir.
That's
All
me.
right.
Yeah, that's
Welcome.
Yeah.
That's it.
Welcome.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate you guys allowing me to come in your home, in your house.
Can I get my Skittles? Like, you pulled it all the way over there next to you.
Oh, because I couldn't reach it.
Can we share? Like, put it in the middle?
I'm the guest.
Oh, you're right. You are the guest.
I just need some Skittles. That's all. Can I get some Skittles?
Yes, sir.
All right. Appreciate it.
Is that a caller?
We're gonna see. We have a caller already. You didn't even get to finish telling us. Let's see let's hope it's a caller. Hello, caller. I'm listening.
Hello?
Yes.
Was the code stump the art?
Say again. Oh my God, already? Yes. Was it hard?
No.
Okay. I am going to text this number, a number for you to call. They are going to get your information so that we can cash at you your money right now.
Yes.
Sounds good.
All righty.
All right.
I need some money.
Day one, that was from Stomp the Yard
Yeah.
when everybody was introducing the new prospects and they finally was crossing over.
Okay.
Golly,
Can
she
you
was
text me?
fast.
Can you send me $25?
You gotta answer a question, son.
Okay. I just asked. Who I am.
Okay, we got you. So, are you ready?
I'm very ready, man. I'm born ready.
Okay, so let's start off with your story, like literally about your journey to becoming a writer, your journey that led you to where you are now. I want to start like when I was in the 9th grade.
Oh wow.
I mean, does it go that far back?
It goes deeper than that, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it goes back far. I'm not one that really likes to speak because a lot of people say that I have a lot of animosity. I'm aggressive with my voice and my tone sometimes. So,
right.
I like to write things down and it comes across a little bit easy or smooth. So I started writing, man, probably when I was, I want to say about 9, 10 years old. I was adopted. And was raised and moved up to Philadelphia. And everything looked good from aspect of me being poor. And I was adopted with my father. His name is Christopher Michael Smith. Shout out to Michael. He's a white guy.
Okay.
So I went from instantly poor to instantly well off. You know,
Right.
And that's a blessing. That's a blessing.
Moved up to Mount Airy, 13-bedroom mansion. You know, and you know, I used to write everything down. You know how I felt about it. You know, not being able to afford Jordans.
Right.
And then being able to go to the store and buy 2 and 3 pair of Jordans, you know, never ever taken a flight, never thought I was ever be able to, you know, fly in the airplane. And, you know, my dad used to send private limos to me to take us to the airport to go and fly back down south to see my mom and my family and stuff. So, so I used to just write those things down, write all the stuff that I thought was cool.
Right.
But as I got older, it wasn't cool. You know, so I started writing everything down.
And what age was this?
11, 12.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
11,
good.
12. The first time that I ever wrote something, it was called A Father You Say You Were to Me. And it was about my dad. And he left me in Philly, and he went transitioned and went back down south, but he took my cousins and everything down. This was something that I wrote that was like, you know, I'm like, man, I can really do this. So I wrote a whole story about the things that he told me that he was going to do. But, you know, you my dad, how you just get up and just leave me, you know? So it was just like, you know, Father, you said you were to me. And I just broke it down. And, you know, he took away my cousins and went down south. And I just left me up here in Philly.
Mm-hmm.
So, let me make sure I'm understanding correctly.
Mm-hmm.
You did this at 11, 12?
At 12, 11, 12 years old. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
That's deep, just to have that mindset of putting your life onto writing at 12 years old. I know at 12 years old, I was, you know, running to the park at Lemon Hill with my dog.
Oh, Lemon Hill. Jesus.
And getting pies. That was back in the day. In my day, you could get 2 pies for $1. It was 49 cents. They $2 now.
Yeah, I remember those days.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, I remember.
Please continue.
Yeah, so it's just writing, and then, you know, getting into high school again, I just was writing. I was real bad in English in school. Yeah, man, that's go figure. It wasn't my subject. It really was not my subject. I was a math whiz. 9th grade, I was in trigonometry. You know, in 10th grade, I was in calculus. Me and my friend, her name is Tamara. She was. No, her name is Tamika. I'm sorry, Tamika. We used to challenge each other.
Right.
You know, who get the best grades, who get the highest grades. And she was like one of my really, really deep good friends and stuff like that. She used to push me a lot when we was in Mr. Ludd class, hence the IE Mr. Ludd in the play. So yeah, exactly. So we was in Mr. Ludd class, and Mr. Ludd, you know, white guy that was just, oh man, he was everything, man. Everything that my dad was, he was just the same, you know what I mean? Like that's how teachers was back in the day. They really cared, you know what I mean? So Mr. Ludd was like, you know, came in, you know, I played basketball. I came in and played basketball, but I had this swag that, you know, I already knew I could play basketball. Like I could dunk on you.
That never happened. They called me big guard.
They called you what?
Big guard. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we'll touch on that. As you would say, we'll touch on that.
We'll talk about that later.
We'll talk about that later. But anyway, so Mr. Ludd used to be like, you know, Rob, I want you to be one of my best students. And he used to push me to do it. And that's just what it was, man. So that's just what it was. So I used to just study hard, but I had a problem with the English part of it.
Right.
And I used to hate speaking in front of people, you know, when I went away to college, and it was just like, you know, you had to do these speak out loud presentations, and I was just like, that wasn't me. And, you know, I used to start sweating, man. Yeah, I mean, I'm sweating. I'm talking about sweating like I was playing basketball.
I was the same way when I was young. I hate speaking out in front of loud people. It's like makes me nervous and all that. So
I used to hate it. And then, you know, once I became real comfortable with some of the stuff that I did, and it didn't happen until I moved to Delaware. You know, I moved to Delaware, transition. I started a youth basketball program in Delaware, and sports is something that I liked. So it was just like, it was easy for, me speaking in front of someone, some of the kids, and me knowing, me being adopted, wanting my black father around. It was like, I want to give these kids something that I didn't have, and I was a single dad, man, 7 kids living with me. It was crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
I noticed you said, I'm sorry to get back to this.
Yeah,
I noticed you said you knew that you can play. Could you actually play?
Oh yeah, I can play.
So you was good.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So you got like,
oh, you can ask anybody.
First and second pick when it was time to pick for basketball.
Oh yeah.
Okay. You weren't number one like me.
No, I was one.
You was number one. They picked you first. Who had first pick was picking you.
Yeah, listen.
Okay.
Yeah, listen. My coach, Paul Winters, I used to work for him, and he was my coach at school.
Right.
And he had agriculture business, cutting grass and stuff. Mr. Winters let me do anything. Anybody that's watching this that went to Saul High School.
Right.
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about that too. Yeah,
we'll talk about that later.
We'll talk about that too. Yeah. But anyway, anybody that's watching this will vouch for you and tell you I was crazy with it. Crazy. Yeah.
Well, we definitely will talk about that later.
Yeah, let's talk. I mean, we don't even gotta wait till later. We could go now.
No, that's right. Because I'm really interested in this writing. So at what point did you say I am ready to share my thoughts and my writings with the world? At what age and what point did you say, you know what? Or who inspired you to not just write and keep it to yourself?
Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry.
I know that.
That's a good role model.
Yeah.
Listen, I studied Tyler Perry before I came. I studied Tyler Perry every day. I literally just watched Tyler Perry stage play before I got here. It's something. He's an inspiration to me, man. I was able to go down to Atlanta and meet Tyler Perry.
Wow, tell us about that.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that in a minute.
Okay, we ain't get there yet. Okay,
we ain't get there yet.
Okay.
But what was I saying? So you just cut me off, man. I forget what I was saying.
Tyler Perry was your inspiration.
He's my inspiration.
You just got finished watching.
Just finished watching. I just watched some of the stuff that he does, that he did when he first started, and then I look at and I just compare his stuff with mine, and I just look like, man, I'm on my way, man. Like I'm doing this stuff like right now, and I'm looking at his work, and I'm like, not that it's better, but I feel as though it's better. And look where this man is right now, and it's like, I just take a lot of things from the things that I've seen him do. Yeah. And reading some of his stories and stuff, it just reminds me of me. That man was sleeping in the car.
Yeah.
I went
from the bottom.
I went from living in a mansion to dating my daughter's mom that was kicking me out, and I started living in my car. You know what I mean? Like it was like serious. Hey, yo, you laughing?
No,
you laughing at
as my kids would say, am I cracking up or I'm dying? What they say? I'm cracking up.
You cracking up?
No, I'm hollering.
You hollering?
Yes,
okay.
I'm hollering.
Well, don't be hollering at my story, man. I don't appreciate that, man. Don't holler.
Okay, continue. Let's finish.
I forget, man. I don't know
we don't. You ain't forget. You got kicked out. And you were sleeping in your car.
Oh yeah. That's
Look.
Yeah, that's good.
You out.
Yeah,
what did you do?
What did I do? I did a lot, man. Listen, I mean, we're here to be honest.
So you wasn't
I'm honest now. I didn't ask God for forgiveness for everything I've done. So
he said, I'm honest good. Now.
I am. I mean, listen, you see, if I knew now what I back then, if I knew what I knew now back then, I would tell every girl the truth.
I wouldn't, because
hey man,
Hey
man.
Listen to all my viewers.
Yeah,
do not listen to him.
Yes, you better listen.
First of all, women cannot handle the truth.
Yes, they can.
They cannot handle it.
You need to give them the opportunity.
They want to know. They cannot handle the truth. They will believe. Matter of fact, if you tell them the truth, I promise you, they won't believe you. But if you lie to them, they will believe. Baby, I went to the moon. And while I was there, I met C Murder, and then this Martian, said we should spend the night. And she's like, "Oh, okay, bro. Now tell them the truth, babe. We was hanging out drinking, and then we went over this girl house, and we had a party. She gonna think you lying. I'm just saying, do not tell the truth. Anyway, continue.
My grandma that played in the play. Her name is Alnia Crumpler. She just texted me and she wanted to call in because she had something that she wanted to say to you.
Please call in, Grandma.
You have to give me the number.
484 215-0623.
Okay.
Grandma, don't call up here unless you're ready, Grandma. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think you ready, buddy.
Grandma, just for the record,
man.
my viewers, Grandma look good.
What?
You better not call up here. Grandma look good. I'm just saying. I mean, not that I was looking at your grandma like
It's
that.
all good, man. You
But
know,
Grandma look good.
it's all good, man.
What? Continue.
Pass the Skittles real quick.
Oh yeah, go ahead. See, I'm sorry, man.
Yo, I don't think we can say that these are Skittles because
I'm sorry.
Skittles not paying us to advertise their
Yeah, pass the
Skittles.
little red beads,
You
the
know
red balls.
The little red balls.
Yeah.
It's gonna be okay.
Wait a minute. That don't sound right.
All right. Well, here you go.
Yeah,
That's another story, another episode.
I don't even want no more now. That's cool. You can have them, bro.
Thank
That's
you. I
fine.
appreciate it, man.
All right, so you're sleeping in your car,
Mhm.
and you believe that you're up. We have a caller. Hello, caller. You're on the air. I've always wanted to say that.
Hello.
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 Hey, how you doing?
Oh.
Is this that line not supposed to be calling?
Yes, man. Hey, Grandma. What's up, baby? What's
Hey,
going
how
How
on?
you doing, baby? Hey, sweetheart.
I'm doing okay. How are you?
I'm trying to live, baby. That's all I'm trying to do is live.
I know that's right.
So talk to me. What you want to say to Pretty Boy Day?
Well, I mean, who are you, first of all? What's your name?
I'm Pretty Boy Day, aka Goddamn Day, baby.
Oh, you better watch your damn mouth.
Oh, you in trouble. You in trouble.
Mhm.
Grandma ain't playing that.
I'm so sorry,
Mhm.
Grandma.
It's all right there, but it sounds like y'all doing something good on that radio.
Yes.
We're trying. We're trying.
Yes.
We like to be the voice of the people, and we have somebody very positive that's doing some positive things here, and we want the
Mhm.
world to know about it.
Yes.
Yes, you got to spread it somehow, baby. Go, you're doing a good thing.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
you
you
are.
so much. Tell us
You're
about.
welcome.
So we know that you were in a play. Tell us about the
Mhm.
play and how you enjoyed it.
Oh, baby, I just been blessed. I just want to tell you this straight from the start. Blessed. Technically, I wasn't out here to be doing no plays and all of that, but my neighbor who was married to Robert Moore, said, they introduced us.
Mhm.
Robert liked what Grandma had to offer, and he couldn't resist. But being in the place, when I tell you something, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, but you learn something from it.
Okay.
Right.
If you
It
had,
really is. It's
if you, for any up and coming actors that might be interested in getting into plays, what advice would you give them having gotten that experience to be in a play?
I would say have tough skin. Because, baby, people are not going to be nice to you all the time. Because at the end of the day, it's about business.
That's right.
Okay. So,
But pay attention.
Mhm.
so was Mr. Rob nice to you at all times during your play?
Oh, don't give me the cursing on this line. Bob knows how I feel about him. I don't give a two beep, beep, beep about what the heck he got to say.
Oh wow, that's good. Thank you.
But ultimately,
Other than that, though,
but ultimately, you did enjoy yourself. It was an excellent experience.
it was definitely an excellent experience for a person that had never done this before.
Mhm. So, what was
So,
what was the name of the play, and how could someone see it again?
are you marriage material?
Are you
So basically,
marriage
nice and sexy, don't it?
material?
It does, baby.
Yes. ma'am.
Anyway, I don't know all about this technology and stuff like that, but you could definitely go onto that Facebook or, you go on to Rob Moore
Under
Rob Moore Productions, and you'll be able to get all that information, baby.
Awesome. I
Mhm.
thank you so much for calling and telling us
Oh,
about.
I thank you so much for having me, baby.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am. We're here every Tuesday between 8 and 9. You're more than welcome to tune in.
Yes.
You're more than welcome to call. We would love to hear from you
Yes.
again.
Hey, Grandma.
Oh, thank you all. Thank you so much. And it was a pleasure talking with you. Now I got to get back to this bath, honey. You got me all out here naked and all that stuff. Going in there and have me a happy ending. All right now.
Hey,
You go ahead and
Grandma.
do what it do, Buford.
Hey, all right, man. You something else, boy. I swear.
All right.
Bye.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
happy ending in the bathtub.
Something wrong with her.
We will talk about that later.
Something is really wrong with her, man. But I mean, and that's just a talented young lady, man.
Right.
When I mean talented, I've never seen anything like her. She's just could switch right into being grandma instantly, instantly, you know. And it's just like that's a talent that she has, and you know, she can really go far. And I just look to be able to put her in position and give her the opportunity, man, just so, you know, somebody can see her talent, man, because that's all it takes is one yes and somebody just to see her. I guarantee you, Tyler Perry, you know, listen, all respect, Madea is funny, but her name is Alnina Crumpler. You know, Alnina Crumpler.
Now, is that her actual name or is it like
that's her name? No, that's her name.
That sounds famous.
Yeah, Alnina Crumpler. Like she's I'm just blessed to be able to do, you know what I mean? Like she said, I used to see her all the time. Didn't know she was a neighbor. I didn't know she can act, you know, and she just did some stuff, and I just was like, whoa, wait a minute, you know.
I need that in my play. Come here.
I need her. Come here.
No, Tab told me about it. Tab was like, yo, listen, you know, put me in your play. And I'm like, okay, all right.
So tell us about, she said, Are You Marriage Material? Wow. Tell us about that.
Yeah. So Are You Marriage Material, man? A play that I wrote. I actually wrote it with somebody else. And I'm one, you know, when I'm writing, man, I don't know everything, you know, so I like any other local artists, writers, you know, I like to reach out to them, man. Let's write together.
Right.
You know what I mean? You got your fans, I got my fans. We can come together, you know what I mean? Make it something big. That's what I did. I reached out to people, and then it didn't work out. We wrote the play. I said, you know what? It didn't work. She stopped for whatever reason she did. And it was a blessing, though. You know what I mean? Everything happens for a reason.
Right.
So I went back and I rewrote it. I rewrote the whole play.
Okay.
And everybody was, you know, Tab was basically saying, listen, why do you keep on acting like you need people? Why do you keep on reaching out to people? What is the point of you doing that? She's like, won't you do it yourself? And I'm like, all right, I'll do it myself. And that's where it went. I went from, you know, my very first play is called I Should Not Be a Target.
Can I stop you real quick?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So the Four Horsemen, we like to entertain, but we also would like to educate as well. And I believe what he just said was a very powerful thing. So I'm gonna break that down for you. His wife asked him, why do you keep reaching out to people? Why do you act as if you are not talented enough to do this thing by yourself? If you have a business, if you have ideas, if you have anything at all that is your gift, you don't have to keep waiting for people. You don't have to keep waiting for Tom, Dick, and Harry or Susan, Jane, and Sue. You don't have to. Take your gift, home in on yourself, and do it. Just go do it. You don't need help. And if you do, I'm sure God will send it and put the right people during the right season to put you where you need to be. But you have to work in harmony with your prayers. You have to, you can't just say, I want to do this and then go watch, or PlayStation 5 in my case, play PlayStation 5 for 5 hours. You can't do it. You got to get up, you got to go, and you got to do. You have to work in harmony with your prayers and be a go-getter. You have to do it. You're not procrastination and waiting for somebody. No one is going to love your brand. No one is going to love what you do better than you will.
Of course. And also remember, dedication.
Dedication.
You saw it. That's one word.
I just saw something.
Right. So our comments come up on the listening.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Okay, continue. Your wife told you, why are you waiting for people to go on and do it yourself?
Yeah, because like you said, man, I had to start believing in myself, man. You know what I mean? Like I really had to start believing that, you know, me not being from Delaware, that was my issue. You know, I didn't know too many people, but I knew a lot of kids, because I was in the community doing a lot of stuff with the community and stuff like that. So I didn't really know too many. And then you get people that don't like me for whatever reason. They don't like you, you know what I mean, for whatever reason. Listen, I don't mind. Listen, do your job. Because as long as you hating, that means I'm doing something. Once you stop talking, that means I'm not doing it.
Right.
So keep doing your job. It doesn't matter. So I was like, man, I need this person to do this. I need this person because they got this many people for this. And it worked, but it didn't work. You know, it didn't work. I did a play. It was called, and I don't want to put people's names and stuff out there like that, but, you know, I want to speak the truth also. So I did a play, and it was like the person who I wrote the play with went and basically said that they did the play themselves. Like they wrote the play. And I was like, wait a minute. And, you know, Tab was there with me at night, seeing me write this whole play, like literally write this play. You know what I mean? Not that the lady didn't put stuff in the play, but I wrote majority of this play. Like, what are we doing? Like, why are we talking? But for you to want to take credit for it, I'm like, oh, so I must did a good job. You know what I mean? Because you want to take credit and tell people that you wrote this play.
Evidently, it's a good play.
It's a good play.
Right.
And from that right there, I said, you know what? I don't need nobody to help me do anything else. You know, I would welcome people to come in if they're going to do it genuinely, and we can make magic. But I'm not reaching out to anybody else to do anything no more.
So you learned the hard way.
Yeah,
you learned the hard way.
It really wasn't the hard way. It was just that was something that was supposed to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't take anything. Everything that's happening to me in my life is either choices that I made or it was something that was, written. God wrote it for me to. That's supposed to happen. That's my story. You understand? And that's and in those chapters of my life, those were the people that I was supposed to encounter to do whatever it was meant for us to do. So
yeah, for your season.
Yep.
Danae Sabir said that procrastination is the silent killer.
Yes.
Yes,
so for y'all that don't know what that means you can be procrastinating for so long that whatever possibilities that could have been is no longer a chance because all that is dead now. You done procrastinated so long, you done missed your chance. Mm-hmm. You done missed your opportunity.
Yeah, exactly. You keep saying you're gonna keep doing it, and you're not getting nowhere. You can keep saying doing it, but doing it and really doing it is two different things.
Yes.
Actions speak louder than words.
Yes.
You can talk the talk, but you got to walk the walk at the same time.
No, definitely. I totally agree, man. So, and that's what I had to learn. I had to learn that, why are you waiting on somebody to believe in you? You know what I mean? If you want everybody else in this world to believe and buy your product, you have to first believe in what you're doing. Because if you don't believe in yourself, nobody else is going to believe in you. So, and that was one of the things that I had to take. And I'm like, you know what? It was a learning lesson. A lot of good material was put in some of the stuff that I put out, but it was a learning lesson. It was a learning lesson, and I thank God for everybody that's come in my life to show me what's right and what's wrong.
Right. Mm-hmm. So continue telling us about the play.
Are You Marriage Material?
Yes.
So it was something that I was going through a real tough situation. In my life, and not just in my life, I seen other people doing certain things and going through certain things, and it was just like, man, here women always say, I want to be married, I want to be married, I want to be married, I want to be married. You don't hear too many men walking around here saying they want to be married. You know what I mean? Right. You don't hear too many of that. You don't hear too much of that going on at all, man. So it's like, so I'm like, I was married. You know what I mean? Like I was married. I did, I did some stuff that I now learned from. Right. I knew I want to get married again. You know what I mean? Then at the time, Tab, she was my girlfriend, and we was just going through a lot of stuff, man. You know what I mean? Going through a lot of stuff. Cheating, accusations of me being married to somebody that had no idea what was going on. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, it's so crazy. Like the first 9 months of my relationship with Tab, it was like, it was the perfect thing. Mm-hmm. Once I put Tab on social media, it went downhill. When I mean it went downhill, so I'm like, man, I started stuff that we was going through. I'm like, man, are you married? Are you even marriage material? And when I asked myself that, I'm like, man, this is a good thing to even start writing about. You know what I mean? Right. You know what I mean? So. And then, so I ain't just write it. I started asking people, like, are you marriage material? They're like, what does that consist of to you? Because to you, marriage material can mean something totally different. You know what I mean? It just, in my perspective, just because I wrote it, it doesn't mean that it's right. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm like, are you marriage material? I asked a lot of women, asked a lot of men, you know what I mean? And then I asked my son, And then my son was basically telling me like, Dad, you know, you're an OG. You ain't getting married. You know what I mean? I'm like, what do you mean I'm an OG? Man, I don't want to, y'all ain't going to take care of me when I get old. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I don't want to die and, you know what I mean, get old and, you know, die and not be by myself. You know what I mean? So it started to open up my eyes to a lot of things, man. So then that question, are you marriage material? So I started just writing different characters and stuff. You know, I started like, I got grandma and, you know, I had a grandma that was like her. You know what I mean? She wasn't my grandma, but she was one of my friends' grandmas in Philly. She was just like that ghetto. It's just funny. I'm talking about funny, you know what I mean? But kept it real. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so all the characters and, you know, in this play, I had to be 15 people. And yeah.
What do you mean you say you had to be 15 people?
I wrote it. So I had to be all those characters.
So you had to play out.
So
you had to play out each
character.
Each character.
Yeah. Each character, I had to be every last one of those characters.
So basically, you was talking to yourself. Hey,
yeah. So I can't never talk about somebody that I see talking to themselves.
This is kind of off the play, but still on a play. So I heard you say Mr. The teacher. What's his name? Mr.
Ludd.
Mr. Ludd.
Yeah.
And that was that's a character in a play.
Yeah.
There's also a character in a play by the name of start with M. Mir. Is that you?
Mir?
Yeah.
No.
And I only said that because you said when you was young you was bad, and Mir is bad as crap.
Mir is bad.
Mr. Ludd was there, so I was wondering, is Mir you?
That's me.
Okay.
So anytime I write a play, it's I put myself in.
At some point in your life,
at some point in my life, every character that I write about or wrote about, it's me.
Okay.
And anything that I've ever written, 9 times out of 10, is something that it's either me, something that I saw, or
Okay. All right. Back to marriage material. I'm sorry.
All right.
So you talked to your son. You said, "Hey, let me write this." You started writing the characters. Every character you became familiar with because you're writing the play. When you brought it all together, was it hard to cast for it, being as though you know what you're looking for?
It's always hard to cast for stuff like that, man.
Okay.
Because I know how I want it to be said.
Right.
And I know, like, you know, I got a character, Monica. Monica is, what is the name of that movie with Bow Wow and the girl used to be like, Byron.
About the lottery ticket. Yeah.
No, that's not.
You talking about the one where he was like,
that's not. No.
Lottery ticket. That's not lottery ticket.
No. You talking about?
She was like, Byron. It was a Tyler Perry.
Death at the funeral?
No, it was a Tyler Perry film.
And his mom was sick. Grandma was sick.
Grandma was sick. Yeah. So,
Byron.
so that character, and I'm like, yo, I need that character. I like that because I want somebody to hate Monica.
Right.
Like literally, I want her to be hated. When I was writing it, I hated her because I was writing it and I hated her. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm like, you know, I know this is what people is going to be looking at her like, oh, I can't stand her. And everything that I thought those people was going to say in the audience, they said.
Oh, she's
Treasure.
good.
Yeah, Treasure is amazing.
She is good.
Treasure Jones, she is amazing. And when I mean she's amazing, she's in college now. She's her first year in college.
Right.
She's amazing. And
so she's young, very young.
Yeah, she's amazing. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what it was. Medea's Big Happy Family, yes, it was.
So somebody okay. To see this play, is it on YouTube or any platforms that somebody else can see the play right now?
Well, they can't see that play right now because we just finished it and it's getting chopped up, edited for the actual YouTube and all that stuff. But they can go to robertjmooreent.com and they can see footages from it.
Okay.
You can also go on YouTube and type Robert J. Moore ENT, and some of the footages will come on YouTube.
Robert J. Moore ENT, YouTube and Instagram, you said?
Yep. Robert J. Moore. Yep.
And Instagram. Okay, continue.
I forget for what else I'm saying.
We was talking-
I'm getting old, man. You know what I mean? So when you cut me off, I gotta go back. I don't forget what I was talking about.
Oh, I'm sorry. We was talking about are you marriage material?
Mhm.
You had is this a test to see if I was paying attention?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes.
We were talking about marriage material.
Mhm.
You was speaking about a character.
Treasure Jones.
There you go, Treasure
Yeah.
Jones. I did forget her name.
Yeah, Treasure. She is, like I said, she's amazing, man. Amazing. And she played Monica in Are You Married to Her? And I don't want to give it away, but when I'm telling you she did exactly what I wanted her to do, I'm telling you she did exactly. She played it, and I had her talking fast. And people was like, when we was doing the rehearsal, they're like, well, Rob, won't you slow it down? No, I don't want to slow her down. I told her to speak that fast because that's what I wanted.
That's your vision.
Yeah. And when people in the audience, they like that makes them have to pay attention now.
Right.
But now because they see that she's talking fast and she's speaking fast, and but what she's saying is so hilarious, and it's like it gets on your nerves. She's hating on somebody, and it's just you got to pay attention. You got to pay attention. And she played an excellent role, and man, I would never be able to replace her in that role, man. She did a great job, seriously.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Why don't you give a shout out to some of the other actors that was in that particular play?
Oh man, shout out to Tyree Parker. That's my partner in
Tyree
crime.
Parker,
That's
okay,
my,
baby.
Yeah, that's my partner in crime. Who else? Alnia Crumpler, Grandma Hazel. Oh, she's just crazy, man.
The captain.
Who the captain? Who's that? Huh? Who the captain? Me? Oh,
No.
I'm the captain.
Oh,
I'm the captain. I'm the captain. Who else? Brian Benson, Brian and Joe. Who else? God, I'm bad with names, man. I should have brought one of my flyers here. But all the cast, man. Shout out to everybody, man. You know what I mean? Every last one of them. Latoya, she did a great job. She filled in. It was an amazing cast, man. And my stage producer, Lynette Jones, she amazing, man. Like I said, I was really blessed to be able to pick these guys, and they showed interest in being a part of something that they brought to fruition, man. And I was really blessed to have these guys.
So what is your next venture now? What I know, because I know you personally, I'm proud to say, but I know that your mind goes a million miles a minute. You got 1,000
But I'm slowing
things.
down though. I'm trying to.
It ain't working.
Yeah.
You have 1,000 things that you're trying to do. What is the very next? Have you decided what the very next move is going to be? What the very next play that you're going to say, hey, this is the one I'm working on. This is the one that's going out.
So I was fighting this, man, last night, and I actually had to come. I just had to. I talked to Tyree Parker today earlier, and I was still up. It's still up in the air, but I'm going to do Choices. Choices is going to be the next one that's coming out, and it touches on a lot of stuff, man. It tells about everything, all the decisions that everybody is making in this world, and we tend to look at others and not even knowing their story, and you want to look down on somebody, judge. Right. You don't even know what them people have been through in their life to make them the way that they are. You know what I mean? So choices, you pick and choose your battles wisely, man. So
most people
have you started the casting for I'm sorry, Murder.
I was gonna say most people don't do that when it comes down to choices. They might pick one side or might pick another side, but I mean that's a whole
we'll talk about that later.
Yeah. There you go.
All right, so have you started the casting for this particular play?
I did.
And if so, how can someone reach in to you to find out when the casting is and what day and where, address and stuff to be?
Yeah, so we started casting, and I have in this next play is 24 roles. So I need 24 people.
Hope, stop. You done messed up already. Everybody, that is wrong what he said. He needs 23 people.
Oh, okay.
Yes, because he has one already.
Oh, I
forgot.
I forgot. Well, I don't know. What I'm saying to you is 24 characters in this. It's 24 people in this play.
Right, and he needs 23.
Yeah, I need 24 people to make this play, come to life. And could you imagine being 24 people, man? You know what I mean? Like, could you imagine, man? It really is, man. And I sit here and I ask myself all the time, I'm like, man, I went from 15 The first play that I did, it was 16. Then I went to 15. Now I just did 24 people. And it's like, yo, just everybody's schedules and stuff is going to be so hard getting everybody together. But I already know it's going to. Yeah, that's the hard part. Yeah. But the problem line is, if I was Tyler Perry, it wouldn't be the hard part.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And that's where I'm headed to. So it ain't gonna be no hard part, you know. It's either we're gonna be professional about it or we're not, you know. And that's just what it is.
Like,
you know?
It's another job you're going to at the end of the day.
Yep. And I, you know, I look forward to it, man. I've gotten a lot of great people, i.e. Day. If you want to call Day great. I mean, he's all right. You know what I mean?
I'm here, baby.
He's all right, man. He's all right.
I wish you were here.
Yeah, stop it. Yeah, but he, you know, he all right, you know, but to be blessed with people like that actually can come and believe in you. We did a table read. Day, how you like it?
I loved it. Yo, the first, you're gonna be so surprised.
Yeah.
Like to know you is an honor. To read and know that I know the person that did this. I'm reading the play and I'm enjoying it as this was the first time we ever read the play.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm reading this joint like, oh snap, oh man, like it brought tears to my eyes at the reading. So imagine what it's going to do on the stage, and to know that I know the guy that did this, it's an honor, man.
Yeah, and I appreciate that, man. You know what I mean? And that's and it's just, you know, what you want to happen and the reaction that you want from people, and you're like, you know what I mean, you writing, you thinking and hoping that they gonna get what you want. Right. They gonna get that joke and they gonna laugh at it. And you know what I mean? And it's a lot, you know what I mean? What you write, you might think it's funny, but somebody else reading it, they be like, whatever. You know what I mean? And then I learned something. Janelle Nicole came to my play and she gave me
stop for a second.
Janelle Nicole. So Janelle Nicole is in Hollywood now. Janelle Nicole is from Delaware. Really, she's a mentor of mine, and she, you know, she worked with a few people.
Right.
So I went to Atlanta as my, you know, going down there to see Tyler Perry, and Janelle was on a movie set. She's a producer, writer. Her movie set was, I think she told me it was $63 million set. Yeah, $63 million. But that woman believed in me that she left that set for 5 hours, drove to a hotel where we was at,
that's right.
and gave me all of the knowledge, not everything, but man, she spoke so much life into me, and you know, and telling me how much she believed me and believing me and seeing the projects and stuff that I'm doing, and you know, to get that from somebody that's already there.
Yeah. That's an honor.
That's an honor. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? And then I, you know, got the honor to meet Neil Carr, talk to him. Neil is in, you know, some movies, and he's from Delaware. And for him to reach out and express how proud of me he is, man. You know what I mean? It's just like, you know, and to be perfectly honest, fellas, and this is honest, and I had to talk to myself about this yesterday. Like, I've only given 20% into this, because I have so many other jobs. I have not really like sat down and said, you know what, I'm gonna give this a whole 100%. I've only given 20% of this. You know what I mean? Like, and I can only imagine if I give that other 80% where I'm going to be.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So I know where I'm going, and that's where I'm taking you with me, man.
Hey, and guess where I'm gonna be at? Holding on.
I know that's right.
I'm going with you, baby. I'm going with you.
I know that's right.
All right. So, if anybody would like to cast, what is the information again?
It's robertjmooreent.com. If you want to, you can submit your resume and headshot to Chance Foundation 01 at gmail.com. That's CHANCE Foundation 01 at gmail.com.
What advice do you have for anybody that wants to do the things that you're doing as far as writing is concerned, and how could they actually start it off? Like, what steps would they have to take to actually start to get their ideas out of their head and onto paper? What would you suggest?
Just start writing. That's what I did. I just started writing, man. And if it wasn't from this young lady named Jamira Terrell, I wrote "I Should Not Be a Target." I wrote it by myself. Jamira Terrell turned that play into what it is. She is such an amazing young lady, man, and you know she has a talent that's out of this world. And you know, I was like, man, I ain't doing this. And she took that play and literally, you know, we was writing in the park, literally, you know, notepad writing in the park. You know what I mean? Long nights, man, just sitting down writing. And she brought it. She made me say, you know what? You can do this. You know what I mean? Like, you can do this. And, you know, and her inspiration really, it turned it up for me. You know what I mean? And then hearing from, you know, like I said, Janelle, Neil, hearing from Tab, you know what I mean? People that's believing in me. I'm like, you know what? I can do this. And I know where I'm going.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
That's awesome. Do you have any plans for movies?
Oh, definitely, man. So I have already written a movie. So yeah, so the movie's already done. Are You Marriage Material? The movie, it's already done.
Okay,
it's already done. So we're just waiting on licenses for music that we're putting in the play and all of that stuff. So you know what I mean, and then we're going to start filming. But yeah, that's next. Yeah.
Awesome. Yo, so I'm going to get your autograph before you go now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I have it because, you know, it's going to be worth. It's going to be
worth.
Yo,
man, listen, we didn't talk about Saul. And, we didn't.
Just for the record, hold on.
Yeah.
I went to Roxborough.
Yeah, go ahead.
And Roxborough and Saul happens to have like we don't know where it started at. We don't know why it started.
Day, can you stop and just say what it is? We hate y'all.
I'm a very nice guy, just for the record. I don't know where the animosity came from. I went to Roxborough.
I hate that.
I think Saul was just jealous of Roxborough because we was better at everything.
I hate him even more.
With the exception of milking cows.
I hate him even more.
I'm just saying, they milk cows. We played basketball, football, baseball, softball. You know, we did all of those things, and they just hated us.
Yeah, listen, we're not going to forget. Did you want to tell them about the incident that happened?
First of all, I was not on the bus.
Do you want to tell them about the incident that happened? So listen.
What happened?
Hey, see, let me tell you what happened. See,
I don't want to hear this.
See, listen, let me tell you what happened. This is in 95. See, we are going.
Did I mention he just said 1995?
Yeah, yes, I still hate him, y'all. Don't worry about it. I'm still here. So anyway, 95. We are coming from school. Just coming from school.
Right.
We took the 9 bus. I don't know why we took the 9 bus. We didn't think nobody was going to be there. It was our bus. It's our charter bus.
Right.
It's not supposed to go the way that it went. We didn't understand exactly what was going on.
Right.
The bus mysteriously broke down in front of Roxborough School. Broke down.
When I tell you it was a Royal Rumble, for those who don't know about the steel cage match, the Royal Rumble in wrestling, it was big.
Right now, I swear, man, if it was a bat in here, man, I don't like this, man. But anyway, go ahead, Dave.
I came later. Like, I was in jazz band. I was a good boy in school. I didn't get in trouble. I was in jazz band, marching band, orchestra, all that stuff. So I came to the aftermath.
Yeah.
He just happened to be on the bus.
Yeah.
Where everybody's from Abbotsford, East Falls.
Jesus. Yeah.
I don't know how many it was. I just heard about the aftermath.
They beat us up, y'all. I ain't even gonna sit up here and lie. They had us running from Roxborough Ridge Avenue all the way to Mount Pleasant Street in Mount Airy. Yeah. And they kept on running. They kept chasing us. I have no idea why they was, and at the time, it's not funny. See, you over there laughing too hard. See, like you don't get indulged with that, man. See, because I might have to have some animosity towards you too. Did you go to Roxborough?
Man. I went to Germantown.
All right. Yeah, man, but it was just a bad thing though with Roxborough, man. I hope they stopped all that, man. You know what I mean? I haven't been back up to Saul in a while, but I hope they stopped that. But man, you still owe me a fair one.
I'm sure. I don't know how to fight anymore. I don't know how to fight.
Okay. And you still keep on picking these Skittles up, though, man.
I don't want to mess my teeth up. I need it for your play.
Okay, I know that's right. Don't mess them up. Yeah, you need it for the play. Don't mess them up. Don't mess them up.
Alrighty. I am so happy that you came today.
Mm-hmm.
It's a blessing and honor to have you here. You told your story. Anybody that would like to cast, he gave the information so that you can cast. And we're gonna wrap it up today.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes.
I thank you for coming in. Is there anything? Hold on, last thing. Is there anything you would like to tell the world right now about you? We are the voice of the people, and this is your time, your platform,
Yes.
and your voice. Let's go.
Break it down.
So just listen. Okay. So just listen, man. You know, if you want to be anything, man, if you want to be anything in life, man, you have to believe in yourself. Just believe in yourself and believe that you can do anything that you put your mind to it, man. I know the struggle, the things that I'm going through right now, it's only going to be great. I want to work harder now so I can play later when I get to the age and get to where I know I'm going to be.
Right.
You have to put everything that you want into what you want to become. You get out what you put in. And just to be able to have the blessings to be able to put and travel around the world and doing some of the stuff that I want to do, man. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, like I said, Tyler Perry is my idol, man. And I just look at him and I just, going to Tyler Perry studios and just seeing all of that stuff, seeing all of that. And that's a black man. You understand? That's a black man that had a dream and had a vision. He started just like I'm starting.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And just to see where you can go, all you have to do is just have a team. Have a team, because you can't do it without yourself. By yourself. You have a team, and then you just move forward with that team and just hoping that they can continue to believe in you. So my thing is, man, I want to always help and encourage someone else. You know what I mean? It's not about me, because I'm trying to build a generational wealth that I'm not going to be able to enjoy,
right? But
I want to build it for my kids,
right?
And so yeah, man. So look for Robert J. Moore Entertainment. Trust me, you guys are going to be hearing a lot of things from me. Philly, we coming to you. Coming to you guys real soon. Atlanta, but we'll be in Baltimore. We'll be in Baltimore next. Baltimore is our next stop. So
okay, for the play,
Are You Marriage Material?
Baltimore. Where do you have the information to where that's exactly going to be at? Or
I don't have the location on me right now, but it's the date is April the 8th.
April the 8th.
I do know the date is April the 8th, and it's in Baltimore. And I'll bring you, some information, shoot out some information to you guys to let you.
So tune in next week. We will have the information to where the play is going to be.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
And I got a question, Robert. Who is your team right now for the NFL? Who you think going to win this Super Bowl?
We got to get to the Super Bowl first.
Eagles,
my guy.
Yeah.
My guy, hits the green.
That's my guy.
You know what I'm saying? That's
I love the Eagles, but I'm a 49ers fan.
So hopefully we play y'all.
Yeah, I hope.
Hopefully we play y'all. Yeah, hopefully. If y'all win,
they're not going to get past the Cowboys.
Yeah, but if they win,
they're not going to.
We're going to
They got a young quarterback.
Y'all got. I hope so.
We want y'all to beat the Giants, though. We definitely want to see y'all.
Yeah, we're gonna hurt them.
You got a young quarterback, my friend. You got a very young quarterback. He doesn't have the experience to beat Dak. I'm just saying.
Who?
Your quarterback. He's not going to beat Dak. Dak is not going to let the young
quarterback
beat him.
You got to realize Michael Strahan picked him for a reason. He's young. He's universal. He can run. He can play the pocket. He can do amazing things. His passes is accurate. So if you've been looking at my man,
what was the score of the last game?
They blew him out. It was 31. I do believe 31 14. Yeah.
So y'all beat an old quarterback that's out of his prime. It doesn't matter. Okay.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's a team.
It's football. At any given time, anybody can win. Man. At any given time. Don't do that, Dave.
He trying to say it.
I'm an Eagles man all day. You beat an old quarterback that was past his prime. I mean, that I don't even know how he got to the playoffs. Just to the record,
man, come on.
I love Tom. Matter of fact, I'm lying. I really hate Tom.
How could you hate?
He's the
hold on. This is the thing, though.
Okay.
I respect his athleticism. But him, because so many people jumped on the bandwagon, it just made me not like him.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. All right. So, in the words of our luxurious manager, refocus.
Yeah.
Focus. So we're gonna focus. But
any other questions you got?
Let's go Eagles.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go Eagles. Anything you want to ask me? Anything else, man? You want to just ask? Listen, I'm an open book, man.
For it, you sure?
Go, man. Listen, it is what it is. Just go, man.
No, I'm not gonna do it.
Just go, man. Go.
How about we give a shout out to your wife, who I'm sure is watching.
Dad, what's up?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
What's up? What else? What am I supposed to tab? Shout out.
What's up?
What's up, Tab? Listen, she know already, man. Listen, you know what I mean? You want to start stuff, you know what I mean? Come on. You want to start.
I'm just saying. So you got all these. All right. I might get in trouble after this. And I apologize. But he specifically asked me not to ask this question. But I'm going to ask the question because I was about to let you go because I had some stuff to read here.
No, you better not ask me that question. I know you better not ask me that question.
I'm sure. I mean,
I bet you better not.
You know he want to.
I know he is. No, but he's not. Because I'm about to get out of here. And as he drops the mic.
Okay. I really didn't hear what you just said. All right. So right now, before you go, I would like for you to talk about your organization, Chances.
Chance?
Yes.
Yes, it's the Delaware Chance Foundation. Me and Tab, we started this organization. Tab's a financial. She works in real
So who
estate.
exactly is Tab?
Tab, that's my wife.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So she works in real estate.
Right.
So she's a loan officer.
Oh,
So she is the one that you talk to get the money. So she approves all of that. And she's a notary. So we have all of that stuff at our building. Chance Foundation is an organization that I started in 1997. It started off at Delaware Chance. It started off as Team Crossover Elite. So it was more so of a basketball organization.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it was basketball. I played basketball. I coached basketball. I love basketball. That was
Allegedly.
something I do. Whatever. Yeah. Allegedly. So I coached basketball. So I knew basketball took me around the world, man. It took me to different cities. It was something that I'm like, you know what, that I didn't see in Delaware. It wasn't too many AAU teams and stuff like that. Coming from Philly, everybody had an AAU team. Right. It was just basketball everywhere. We was playing in the playoffs and all that stuff. So I wanted to do, something. So I had all this money, man. I'm like, you know what, man? And it was drug money. So I'm like, you know what? I want to put it to good use.
Right.
So, and you're not. Yeah. So, so I wanted to put it into good use. You know what I mean? I wanted to put it into good use and use something that I didn't want to do into putting it back into the community and helping some other kids do something that, that was positive, man. Right. You know what I mean? So I started Team Crossover Elite, traveled all over, took kids to Hawaii, took kids, they played in Madison Square Garden, something that they will always live to say, can't nobody take those memories from them. Right. But it started just to be basketball, but those kids that was playing basketball, they was transitioning to the streets. And it's like, yo, I'm here giving y'all something to do, but they're not grasping what I'm trying to give. They're not picking up what I'm laying down. So I'm like, yo, what else can I do to get these kids? So I started implementing different programs and stuff. Like, listen, all right, y'all want to play basketball? All right, we got to do some studying. We got to do some homework. You know what I mean? All right, so I started getting more kids. I'm like, oh man, now I got 8 basketball teams. You know what I mean? Oh yeah. So I got 8 teams. I had 2 girl teams. And then I had, the rest of the boys. I'm like, man, listen, this is something good, man. You know what I mean? I'm funding everything. No sponsors, no nothing. I'm like, man, you know what? It's starting to get out of control. So I was with my son's mom. And my son's mom, Shanae, she was like, she came to me one day and she was like, listen, if you love me the way that you love these kids, our relationship, because it was hurting our relationship. But people don't understand that was therapy for me. It was therapy. I was going through my own internal thoughts, all of the stuff that I was going through, being adopted, away from my mom, my brothers and stuff, all down south. I ain't had nobody. But I felt like those kids, that organization was like my family. You understand what I'm saying? So I was pouring so much into it that I was forgetting about my kids, my lady at the time. It was just like, yo, like, you know what I mean? And she told me, you know what I mean? And we're still friends and close to this day. Because she didn't it wasn't an ultimatum. She walked away and basically was like, listen, if you love me the way that you love these kids, our relationship would be better. And from that, it just went, I just started doing stuff. I started going even harder, man. I started going harder. So from basketball, we started doing like the different programs to me opening up a community center, having a safe haven for the kids to come over and do different things, getting off the street. I was feeding them. They were staying there till like 10 o'clock at night. Me and Tab was, we was going through some stuff. Then again, that was my safe haven. My kids were suffering. They were like, "Yo, Dad, no, he's going here." And I just be like, "Dad, you want to come? Y'all want to come with Dad?" No, my daughters didn't want to come. My sons came, but my daughters didn't want to come. It was really hurting and torn. Tearing my family up. I didn't see that until it was too late. And now my daughters is grown. They have a whole lot of envy and animosity towards the kids that I was helping because, yeah, Dad was there. I was providing. Y'all had this, y'all had that, but they didn't have their dad. You know what I mean? Like, so it was just like me, but that was my safe haven. And my kids never asked, and people never asked the question, like, why did you do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, why? That was a safe haven. There was times, man, when I was having so much stuff on my mind, man, that I just wanted to die. You know what I mean? But playing basketball, going away to that next trip, going to that next city, it was like, man, listen, all right, this is what you're doing. This is what you're doing. Not so more of my kids, because my kids, you in the house with your kids, and your kids, they don't understand how grateful. And not saying that what I did was you get kudos for it. You know what I mean? But there's not too many dads that will take on kids that's not yours, you know what I mean, that's living with you, and take your own kids, take care of them the way that you're supposed to, and you know what I mean, and be a father, stand up dad. I was working every day, and it was just me. Yeah, I had different women that was coming around or whatever, but it was me taking care of them kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it was just like I needed an outlet, and that basketball traveling, that was my outlet. It was getting me away from really my reality, and my reality, I was still facing, being adopted. You know what I mean? My adoption, it brings me back to, I'm going through some stuff in relationships with different women and stuff. Women break up with me, and this is like, it brings me back to how my mom gave up on me. Right. You understand what I'm saying? So it was like, yo, like, man, like, I need some therapy, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I need some therapy. So my kids, to this day, now they hear it if they watching, but it never was the opportunity. When I was telling them, it was like they was young. They wasn't listening. They didn't care. They just wanted their dad. Right. You know what I mean? So it was like, people never know you're experiencing the stuff that you go through. You know what I mean? They just look at it as, oh, well, you dad, you mom, you supposed to do this, and you supposed to do that. But what about my trauma? You know what I mean? I still was dealing with me being raised by a white man. I wanted my dad. Right. You know what I mean? I see my dad, real dad, on social media with my sisters, but you forgot about me. I'm your oldest. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, yo, it was pulling me. And that was hence the reason why I started Delaware Chance Foundation. It was like, yo, listen, man, if I could be a blessing to pour in somebody else, that's what I want to do. I don't want nobody to go through anything that I went through. Do I believe in adoption? Yeah. Do I believe in a white person adopting a black person? I'm up in the air with that. You know what I'm saying? Because my dad, white man, raising 5 black kids, really don't understand the struggle of what we wind up going through. You understand what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't dealt the hand that we was dealt. Right. Yeah, he did what he did because he loved us and he loved people. That's what Michael does. He loved that. But man, if you ever been, I played basketball at the Water Tower, man, and Michael was there every day. Every time I had to go to practice, every time I had to do anything, Michael was there. He took care of everybody in South Carolina that I grew up with in Rock Hill, South Carolina. He took us all. He was the president of Winthrop College. So he took us all to summer camp, you know what I mean, for free. You know what I mean? Like, we played tennis, we went swimming. You didn't have that type of stuff. And for us to be blessed with that man in our community, it was like, yo, I want to be that same blessing. And that's what he showed me. He showed me, like, listen, be a blessing to somebody else.
Okay. So have you, sorry to ask this question. Did you learn a lesson? How is that coming with you now? Financing your time properly to where
it's a learning process, though. It's still learning. I'm still learning.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, it's still learning. You know what I mean? Because I still want to go.
Right.
But I still have a family. You know what I mean? And it's like, you know, you can't let somebody stop you from your destiny. You have to do what you know what I mean, have to do to get to where you want to be. You understand what I'm saying? But in that travel, in that, you know, traveling down that road, you always have to be mindful of some of the things you do, you know what I mean, and how you do it. You got to be strategic and doing some of the stuff. And it's like, I'm still learning.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm still learning. I learn every day. You know what I mean? Like, because I want to go to my center right now and just write. But I got to go home because I got to go to work. Right. You know what I mean? It's just like all of that stuff. And it's like juggling. You know what I mean? Like, I'm heavy. I believe in God 120%. And sometimes I'm like, you know what? I want to go out on faith. But you know, I got
not yet.
Got a crazy mortgage. I had a crazy car notes, and you know what I mean. It's just like, you know, I don't want to, you know, I don't want to just do that right now. Just yet. You know what I mean?
So if anybody would like to support Chance and help out in any way, shape, or form, what is it that they would do?
Yeah, man, we need donations and stuff, man, and they can go to www.chancefoundation.net. And you can see everything that we do. You can see everything is www.chancefoundation.net. You can go and see everything we do, and you can send email. You send email from the website, or you can just go to chancefoundation01@gmail.com and just send whatever you want. Yeah.
All righty. We appreciate you for coming to our show.
Yes.
We loved having you.
Yeah.
And anytime you would like to come share your voice, you just shoot our managers out. It's cool. We can take the cameras to the Chance Foundation. We will be there. I know where you at.
I'm never coming back.
Murder, you up, baby. You up.
Yes. To all those entrepreneurs out there who have got their own business, who want to advertise their own business, you can hit the information for us to our management podcast for Horsemen at gmail.com. That's podcast for Horsemen gmail.com. Our advertising fee is $10 for a day, and also $35 for 4 days. Also $50 for a week. Or, you know what I mean? If you want to post your advertising, you want to advertise your business, it's a $10 fee for a day. If you want to do a day, $35 for 4 days, and $50 for a week. Not past a week, $50. Also, you can also hit our Facebook and IG to check out our flyer on Instagram. Payments, you can also make your payments to Cash App $4 Horsemen Podcast. That's $4 Horsemen Podcast. So for any entrepreneurs, you know what to do. Business highlight of the day. Beyond expectation events. Full service event planner, decorator. She do it all. Holler at her. 1010. Also our manager. She is an amazing woman right now. She do it all. You can follow her on her IG at BEvent1. That's BEEVENTZ1. I'm going to spell it again for those who don't get it. At BEEVENTZ1.
The number one.
Yes. Don't spell the one. It's the number one. For those who don't know. I'm going to bring it down, though. Also, we're going to move on to Sky's the Limit clothing line. Yours truly, C. Murder, the CEO, chairman of everything. Sky's the Limit clothing line. Also, you can go check me out on Facebook, Sky's the Limit Entertainment / Sky's the Limit Management LLC. That's on Facebook. You can check me out on my IG at CMoney_STL_CEO. I'm gonna spell it out for you. CMONEY_STL_CEO. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram. Moving on to the raffle. And that's going to
lastly, we got a raffle. We got a surprise. We're gonna make this fast as we run out of time. We got a raffle. $5 per ticket. Guess what you're gonna get?
you're going to get a $25 credit for a meal at Not Just Desserts. Coordinator, event planner, caterer, currently serving Sunday through Tuesday at Chill and Cheers, 5835 Rising Sun Avenue. Follow them on IG and Facebook at Not Just Desserts. I gotta spell it out. NOTJUSTDSERTS. Not Just Desserts, baby.
Send your tickets, baby.
All right, $5 per ticket. Last surprise. Lastly, you ready? At the end of each month, the last Tuesday, we will be doing Twisted Tuesdays, and we're going to introduce it like this. Twisted Tuesday. Tune in. Follow us on all platforms. Facebook, Philly 4 Horsemen, the number 4 podcast. Instagram at Philly 4 Horsemen, baby. YouTube, like and subscribe. Philly 4 Horsemen podcast. Email podcast4horsemen@gmail.com. That's PODCASTFOURHOSEMEN horsemen.com, baby. We out of here.
Yes,
I would like
sir.
to give a shout out. Excuse me, sir. Can you pay attention? Lastly, before we go, we have to say this. You ready?
Yeah.
I think I'm getting in trouble. Am I getting in trouble?
Shout out, hold on, before we say the woo, shout out to everybody, my baby, everybody, my club members, everybody who tuned in. Thank you. Holla at us.
All right, y'all ready?
Let's go.
You follow? We're gonna woo on 3. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Woo!